Hello. I am no longer ill, thank God. I have like a little bit of a mucusy thing now where like my voice will be like tired after a while. But other than that, I'm so much better. So thank God it was like a 3 or 4 day cold. It was not bad. It was in the beginning, started like last Saturday probably. I did not know that it was a cold. Um, but like it started with like my hips hurt so bad to the point where I was Googling like, am I going through puberty at 25? It hurt because like the only way I could describe it is like when my hips turned out when I was 12. It hurt so bad and I had no idea why. And then by Sunday night I was having like muscle pains all over my body and I was like, oh, this is probably a cold. And then sure enough, I think Monday I was okay, but I started getting a little sick, and then Tuesday morning I was like sick, which is when I filmed my coffee video. Sorry about that. I don't know. Whatever. I was going to talk about I was like, I'll circle back to that, and then I didn't in that video because I was so lost in the sauce. So Tuesday, completely lost in the sauce. Wednesday, I started getting better. That was when I was back on the up. Yesterday, I was feeling pretty good, and then today, I think I'm pretty much better. I maybe have a sore throat, but I'm good. I was talking about the vitamins that I take, because I was like, oh, everything that I take is like a guess and check, which is true. So pretty much, I take dandelion root, which is to boost estrogen, because I get issues with my period because I have way too high of testosterone. Because I'm ripped. Not because I'm ripped. I don't know. I've just always produced too much testosterone. Whatever. So I take that for estrogen, and then I take magnesium to keep my cortisol levels down, because if I don't, then my face starts getting really puffy, and then I look like I'm 15 again. So I take that, and then I take collagen right now, the liquid one from Costco, and then preferably I would be taking B12, but like, I don't know, vitamins are expensive, so I've cut it down to like what I need to not feel like crap all the time. So those are the three that I like need. B12 would put me at like peak performance. But before that, I had tried, because I have like rough lady time. So everyone was like, oh, take iron supplements. I got iron poisoning. That is not why lady time is rough for me, turns out. So don't take iron anymore. Also, don't take iron supplements unless you feel like that's what you're missing. Because I was like, no, I don't really think that's what it is, but like maybe I guess I could try it. What could go wrong? So wrong. So wrong. Tummy issues, bad. So I took that for a while. I've taken quite a few things, but I think that was the one that had the most adverse side effects. In that same year, I literally got iron poisoning and lead poisoning. Hey girl, what? What? The iron one was from the supplements, and the lead poisoning was maybe not confirmed. It was very minor if it was. I was just really sick, and my head hurt, and my stomach hurt. But it was because I dented my Stanley Cup and kept drinking out of it. And I guess it's true. I guess it does have lead in it. Whoopsie poopsies. Which sucked, because that one was nice too. It was like a pretty grain color that my mother-in-law got me. Loved that cup. But yeah, whoops, I guess. I don't know. What have I been up to? We started watching The Witcher season 4. We watched the first 3 episodes with Henry Cavill, so this is the first season with Hemsworth. The one that was married to Miley Cyrus. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't like this season. This season feels like, okay, because they swapped him out. They swapped out Ciri's dad as an actor. Which, if you haven't seen The Witcher, whatever. I'm just going to tell you real quick. But I don't like it. I don't like this season at all. I don't think that Hemsworth is a good actor. They switched out a few other actors too. And so it just feels like, you know, when you start at your job in that first season, you work with all the like new hires together and you get real close and your friends and stuff like that. It's like, oh, this is amazing. And then like 3 of them get fired, and then the next peak season they hire new people on, and it's like, this is never gonna be the same. Like, it's just, I guess we work together, but it's not. I don't know, I don't like it. It's not good. And then, so like the acting's really bad. The plot isn't horrible, but it also is like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of turning Games of Thrones where it's like incesty. I don't like that particularly. Also, I know it's realistic. I know it's realistic that the soldiers were probably breaking into homes and assaulting women left and right. But they've saved like 4 women from assault so far, and I'm like 5 or 6. No, I'm 7 episodes in. But it feels like every single episode has had a like R word scene, you know? And it hurts my tummy. It hurts my tummy. I don't like it. I know it's realistic. I know it's like, it creates like a like horror type of vibe, but it scares me and I don't like it. So that's probably just not for me, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the Hemsworth guy playing Geralt. I don't think, because also I feel like he's trying too hard. Because also he still has his Australian accent, and he's trying really hard to do the same accent that Henry Cavill was doing for Geralt. But it just feels like he's trying to be like one of those ASMR like sexy voices, and it's stupid. It's so dumb. Every 2 seconds, like, fuck. Like, why are you doing that? Oh my god. I know that like Henry Cavill said it a lot when he did it, but like not in the it just, it feels like he's doing it for no reason. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Also, I keep forgetting that we're not watching The Lord of the Rings. So like there was one part where the guy was like, "Wait, I have information on a wizard." And I was like, "Oh my god, he's going to rat out Gandalf." That's not what I'm watching right now. Not what I'm watching. But I haven't mentally moved on, except for Bridgerton. I have moved on there because season 4 comes out. It turns out January 29th. I thought it was the 26th. Whoopsie poopsies. Okay, I don't have a good schedule in my mind. But it comes out on the 29th. I'm so excited because based on the commercial, everything in the commercial was in the book. So I'm really hoping that it's much more book accurate than, because like season 1, pretty book accurate to Daphne and Simon's story. Season 2, Anthony and Kate's story, they deferred off of it, but I liked it. Like, I like the book as a piece of media, and I like the show as a piece of media. Season 3 was like the fan favorite of the books. Absolutely fucking tanked. Honestly, so bad. So bad. Their chemistry didn't feel right. You left the end of the season like they were married, but it didn't feel like he was in love with her. It just felt so annoying, and I was so mad about it because in the books, so season 3, they ended up doing Penelope and Colin. Colin is the third boy of the Bridgertons. They literally, she was supposed to be a spinster for like 10 years. She was supposed to be like, I think 27 when they end up getting married, and he was like 33, something like that in the books. And so they moved it all the way up so that they made Daphne get married 1 year, and then Anthony, and then Colin, and then I think they're gonna do Benedict this year. And it's like that the books were so much more spaced out in a timeline. Like even now, so I'm rereading Benedict's book, which is book 3. So he should have been the next to get married. But he wasn't. Instead, they jumped Penelope and Francesca's timeline forward a bunch because Francesca was supposed to get married for the first time after Benedict gets married, and then she gets remarried at the same time that Colin is marrying Penelope. But that's, again, supposed to be 10 years into the future, not right now. So, I don't know, I was really disappointed with that. So I'm hoping they go back to their roots, which is the book, for this season. So anyway, the commercials for it look gorgeous. They look so book accurate, and I'm very, very excited about it. My only concerns are that either because with the book they've made him a little bit like, they've made Benedict more like sexually curious and stuff like that. I really hope they don't try to do like an open marriage type bit. I like in the book that he's absolutely obsessed with her. And that's what I want them to do the show about. But anyway, I'm very excited about that. I'm rereading the book right now. Remember every time how much I love the book so much. That one is my favorite, I think, of the books because, like, okay, so the books go in order. They do Daphne's story, and then Antony, and then Benedict, and then Colin, and then Eloise, and then Hyacinth, and then Gregory is last. I would say I really like Benedict's story the best. I like Colin and Penelope. I really like Gregory's story and Hyacinth's, the last two. Daphne's story is whatever. And Eloise's story is ass. So, sucks. I really hope when they do her season that they completely rewrite her story because she deserves way better. Love her, queen. But in the book, I don't know. I know a lot of people love the book. I didn't. That one made me so pissed off. Literally, I had to stop reading it and I started listening to the audiobook instead because I was like, I cannot force myself to read these words. And then even when I was listening to the audiobook, her love interest says something to her that genuinely made my jaw drop, and I like stopped because I was at work, stopped working, went to the bathroom, texted my best friend. I was like, girl, what the fuck? What are you saying right now? Because in the book, I don't know. I'll get into the spoilers next time because then I'll see if you guys even want to hear spoilers. But I love Bridgerton. I love the entire world of Bridgerton. I don't even necessarily. I love the family. I love the Bridgerton family a lot. Also, it makes it seem like having 8 kids is awesome. I know that's probably the most difficult thing in the world. Nothing has made me want to have kids more than Bridgerton. I don't know. Mostly I'm obsessed with the style though. Very, very into the Victorian, what was that era? I don't remember. But I really like that style of like clothing, of decor, everything. I really, really like what they got going on aesthetically in the books too. I am really excited that they changed Sophie's race for the show. I like that addition because in the book they were like, and she's a maid, and she's blonde haired and green eyed, and she speaks with a French accent, and it's like that's not a I don't know. The whole thing is that she's a bastard, right? So her father is an earl, but he had her with a woman he was not married to, didn't know about her. The mom died during childbirth, and the mother of the mom was raising the kid. But when she was like, by the time Sophie was like 3 years old, she was too old to take care of her. So she like took her to her actual father with a letter like, hey, you need to raise her now. And then he raised her as his ward. But when he remarried, his wife hated Sophie and was like, I'm not going to be raising the byblow of my husband and stuff like that. And then he ends up having a heart attack. So then she's left alone with the stepmother. And it's kind of like a Cinderella spinoff type thing. But she's just treated so horrible by her and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, you'll never be anything but a maid. You're just a plain, boring maid. And it's like, be so for real with me right now. You're not going to look at this girl in the book with golden locks and bright green eyes. And then also, they went to a masquerade ball. And that's where she meets Benedict. And he's like, can't recognize her. Don't recognize her at all. I feel like in the 1800s, there's no way there was that many blondes with green eyes. You know? I don't know. So I really like that they did change what she looks like in the show because I think that actress is gorgeous and I think she's going to do a really good job with it. But yeah, super duper excited about that. What else is going on? I was talking about The Witcher. I've been practicing piano. I can almost play Hallelujah, which is the song that I knew when I was 17. So I've almost relearned what I knew 8 years ago, but whatever, baby steps are baby steps. Everything is progress forward. But yeah. Oh, the nails that I did last week that I want to show you. They finally delivered. It's her birthday today, actually. Happy birthday, Shannon. Love you. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So they were Rick and Morty and Scooby-Doo themed. I'll put them up here. Okay. Anyway, loved those. Was really excited about it. This week, I finished working on a medieval set and a Victorian set. Very excited for those. I don't know if I'll show you because I don't know if she'll watch it. I'm not delivering them until next week. So I'll put them in next week. I'll put them in next week's video and then you can see. But yeah, what else is going on? Oh, we're supposed to be getting a crazy storm. It's supposed to be like negative 10 degrees today. Girl, what? What do I even do with that? I don't know. It gets to a certain point where it's also, that's like the real temperature. I hate the weather app, how it's like, oh, it's 22 degrees today, but it feels like 2. Just tell me it's 2 degrees. Tell me it's 2 degrees. Why are you lying to me right now? I don't care what it actually is if that's not what it feels like, you know? What? But it feels like when the NASCAR car drivers catch on fire with the invisible fire, and they're like, no, you can't see the fire, but he's on fire. Like, it's not, it's still a problem. Anyway, so it's supposed to actually be negative 10 today. So we'll see what that's like. I've never felt real negative temperatures. I've just had the feels like negative 6. So we'll see what negative 10 is actually supposed to feel like. Because if it's like negative 20 something, I'm gonna scream. Gonna scream. The dogs hate it. Every time I take them to go potty outside, they want to sprint and then go and then sprint back into the house. They don't like it at all, which honestly, fair. Because they also don't like wearing their coats. They get so mad if I try to put their coat on and then we go outside and they're freezing and then they're mad at me for that. Dude, what do you want? I don't know. Probably little snow boots. The little one makes me laugh because she'll just like lift each foot to be off the ground at a time, and so she's a goofball about that. I don't know. This whole week has kind of flown by me because my brain's been dislodged by sickness. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that out here, just thinking of the storm coming. Everyone's like, oh, careful, the electric might go out, the electricity might go out. Have a way to heat your homes. I live in an apartment complex now, so I don't have like a chimney, but everything in Michigan runs off electricity. I don't like it. I miss my gas stove in California. I miss being able to see the fire because one, I keep almost touching the hot burner or just leaving the burner on. I never did that in California because you could see that it was on because it was a ball of flame in the kitchen. So I miss my gas stove. I think whenever we buy a house, we will definitely install a gas stove, at least. I hope. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that because if the power goes out, I guess we have like a tiny gas barbecue that we brought over here during the move. But I mean, I don't know. We don't really have a way to heat the apartment. I guess we're on the second story, so like heat rises, but I don't know, girl. Oh, another crazy thing that happened this week. So when I was sick, I was walking the dogs and I ran into our maintenance man who's wonderful. But he was like, how are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I'm good. You know, I just have a cold, but other than that, I'm good. And then he was like, have you checked your air filter? And I was like, where is it? And then he was like, oh, you're in the apartments. It's probably outside. I can come check it for you. And I was like, that'd be sick. Thank you. And so then sure enough, he shows up a little while later and he goes to check it. There was no air filter in there at all. So he's like, so sorry about that. But you have an air filter now. So then he installed an air filter, immediately started getting better. So turns out, I guess I was just sick for no reason, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Oh, my husband and I have been quoting that scene from the one movie where all the guys are like standing getting questioned at the police station and they're in a line. They're like, number 1, step forward and say the line and stuff like that. And it's like, give me the keys, you motherfucker, or whatever. But the one guy is like, what the fuck? And we've been saying that a lot. I don't know why. It's stuck in my head. You know what else has been making me laugh really hard? That burnt peanut guy. Funny. I don't play any of those games. I don't really know what he's talking about, but he makes me giggle. And so there's the one scene where he I don't know, he was playing the game and he locked a guy out, and then that guy ended up like not being able to get out and he died in there. But as soon as he locked him in there, he's like, I can't believe that worked. Hooray! Hooray! And that's been making me laugh really hard. So I've been doing that a lot. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Hopefully by next week, I'll have another state down on the Nails Across the US series, because I believe I'm receiving an order from Washington. So that's very exciting. If you want nails from anywhere across the US, please place an order with me. It's $45 a set, plus $5 for shipping. Live, laugh, love you guys. I can't wait to see what you guys want. But yeah, so working towards that goal, very exciting. I'm also still working on transferring my cosmetology license to Michigan. I didn't think it would take so long, but I guess because I'm coming from California, it's annoying. So I keep being like, hey, can you please send my information over to Michigan? And they're like, yeah, sure, give us $10 to do it. Oh my God, okay. And then it's like, I gotta make sure all the requirements from California were the same here. And so like, it's fine for me to be making press-ons because you don't need a license to do that. But I can't start working in an actual salon until I have the Michigan license. Even though I'm licensed in California, I can only work in California. So can't wait to get that transferred over, because I desperately want to go back to working with people. Miss people so bad. I'm getting really weird and really bad socially. A few weeks ago, once again, the maintenance man, which is probably the only person outside of my husband that I run into now, he greeted me and he was like, good morning, how are you doing? And I literally went, how are you? I'm good. What? Good morning. Why? Don't love it. So I think I need to socialize more. Thank God there's a girl that's been inviting me to hang out, and so I've been spending time with her. Love that, because I think I was genuinely like tweaking out. But yeah, what else? I still haven't found something to study Italian on. I need help. I did like a meme the other day, and it was this guy, and he was like, no Duolingo, no learning apps. I'm just raw dogging Italian. And he was just watching Italian cooking shows with no subtitles or anything. And honestly, that might be what I turn to, because I don't know, I can't find a good place to learn. So I don't know if you guys know a good place to learn a language. Go ahead and hit me up for that. But yeah, we finished watching the Pitch Perfect movies. No, that's not true. We finished watching Pitch Perfect 1, which so much funnier than I remembered it being. It turns out I did not remember most of that movie. But that was really funny. And then we watched Pitch Perfect 2. Apparently there's a third, which makes sense because I feel like I remember scenes that I thought were in the second movie, but I guess weren't. So there's that. I'm sorry, I'm sitting on my feet. I don't want to anymore. Ugh. Anyway, so we watched those. What else? I feel like we've been so productive. Or not productive, but we've been doing a lot of stuff. Or maybe we haven't. I don't know. This week has been so weird with being sick. I'm trying to get into music again, because I go through phases where I'm like, I'm sick of music. I don't want to listen to anything. I don't know. I've been kind of listening to Mitski again, because I love Mitski. Yeah, no, I think that's it. Okay. Well, see you later. Bye.